Alright, what's up guys, it's K Central here, and I am back with some, oh my god, amazing, holy shit, this is incredible, Kingdom Hearts 3 news for you guys today. This is really exciting right here. It's just really funny, because I posted that critical video yesterday on how to get that in the game, and this video and this news is making that entirely irrelevant. So, there's that. My fucking luck, I guess. But anyways, let's just get into this news, man. It's awesome. So, if you did not hear this news, because I didn't make a video on this initially, I should have. But I didn't. It's really important, so I should have done that. Sorry about that. But if you did not know, a Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania is going to be coming out in Japan tomorrow, actually, on February 28th, which is probably actually right now, thinking about it, because, you know, since we're so behind compared to Japanese time, it's probably early morning over there, so they probably have the Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania right now, so we could be getting some more stuff of that really soon. So, Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania is out, I guess. And to kind of promote the release of it, Tetsuya Nomura did an interview with Dengenki PlayStation, which is kind of the big Japanese PlayStation magazine over there, and he was talking about a lot of stuff that was in Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, kind of, this is kind of like his big post-game, oh, like everyone's played the game. What stuff do you have to talk about with it, you know what I mean? It's kind of a big interview, recommend you go check it out, but I'm going to focus on a few things in here because they're really big. So let's go ahead and do that. So I guess I'll just say this because they all share this theme right here, and it's confirmed that this is happening now through this interview, is that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be getting DLC. Yes. It's pretty much confirmed in here. I mean, like 100% confirmed in this interview that there's going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. They're planning it. They're planning on releasing it over the next couple months. There's no specific release dates, of course, listed in here. It's just an interview, so we didn't know exactly when it's coming out. But we do now know that there is going to be DLC expansions and stuff like that, and he kind of mentions what that stuff's going to be in here, kind of what that stuff's going to release like, and what kind of content's going to be in it. So let's read those quotes real quick. The first quote here is revolving around critical mode in Kingdom Hearts 3, which we all know was not included in the base game, and as you know, though, I posted that video how to get that in the game yesterday, but now this thing makes it irrelevant, like I mentioned in the intro. So let's go ahead and read this real quick. There's no critical mode difficulty level in this game. Was there a reason you didn't include it? Tetsuya Nomura says, critical mode wasn't originally in the base version of the game. They were an extra feature we added to the final mix versions. So we will be following that and releasing it for download later on. It's not simply a matter of changing numbers and making things stronger. We fine-tune and debug multiple times. We are polishing things to make sure it's not simply a more difficult mode, and is as fun as you would expect from critical. So I just love this quote right here. I really love it. So first off, we know that critical mode is going to be coming sometime later on for Kingdom Hearts 3 through this DLC thing. Again, I'll explain that a little bit later. But that's just makes me so happy, man, that they're actually going to put it in there. They said in here that they did include it because, you know, for the base games, they never do that. They always include it in the final mix versions of the games, which I kind of understand that. But again, I always say this, it's Kingdom Hearts 3, it's the ultimate Kingdom Hearts game, you gotta put it in there, the base game. People were already complaining that the game was too easy to begin with, so they kind of fucked up on that, but I don't think they could have predicted that anyways. But yeah, it's nice to see that critical mode's coming in there, but the thing I really like about this quote is that he's saying that they just don't want to make it a more difficult mode. They're going to fine-tune it, they're going to debug it, and they're going to make it a proper critical mode where it's fun for people who want that challenge, and fun for people who like to do those speed runs on critical mode, stuff like that. It's not just going to be another difficulty mode, they're going to make it a full-fledged critical mode like there were in the past Kingdom Hearts games. So I really like that. I really love that they're going to be doing that because they know that people really love critical mode, they love playing on it, and they know how dedicated they are to it, so they're just going to make it the best one it could possibly be, not just a more difficult mode. I always mention this, I'm not much of a difficulty guy, you know, I just like playing games for fun, you know, I'm not in it for the challenge too much, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is really fun, so there's that. But I know a lot of you guys out there love the challenge of critical mode, and there you go. You're going to be getting it in the near future, sometime in 2019, so make sure to look forward to that. Next is story DLC, and I guess I should say this, spoiler alert, I'm guessing like 99% of you guys have played the game already, but if you haven't beat the game yet for some reason, spoiler alert right here. The interviewer asks, the process behind reviving Ventus and Roxas was fairly easy to understand, but how was Shion brought back? And how did she end up in the new Organization 13? And Nomura says, I think it's possible to figure out for yourself. However, I do plan explaining it in DLC. So now we're also, aside from gameplay, we're going to be getting story-based DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, expanding the story of the game. And just wow, man. That's amazing right there, too. I'm really excited to see what he's going to be doing with that, because for how much I love the story in Kingdom Hearts 3, I do admit that there's some holes that need to be filled up. You know, there could have been some stuff explained a little bit better, like the interviewer mentions in here, how Shion was brought back, because they don't really explain how that happened too much. You know, she just pops up saying, hey, I'm here now. How about that? So I think they could explain that a little bit better, and he's planning on doing that through DLC, so I guess we'll have to wait and see what all is that about. Also, you know, in the main game itself, while they're going through the worlds, you know, the cutscenes in between, I hope they add some more stuff in there, because, again, there's some holes that need to be filled. You know, they need to add a little bit more meat to it, I think. You know, there was kind of lackluster in those in-between cutscenes. They could add a lot more to that, I feel. And the one thing I really want them to fix, and I think a lot of people also want them to fix as well, is the ending of the game. Not like the main ending, but like the ending where you're fighting all of the organization members and they're fighting the Seven Lights and stuff like that, and you just kill them off one by one, and it's just so rushed, in my opinion. That's one of my biggest gripes with Kingdom Hearts 3, is that section with the organization members. You know, you kill them, they get like a 3-minute cutscene of them dying after all that build-up, after all these years, and that's all they get. So I think they need to add a little bit more meat to that, and I would be more satisfied with that. You know, just make their endings a little bit more satisfying, more than just a 2-minute cutscene. I just hope, that's just what I really hope they do. That's just me personally. But hey, we're gonna need story DLC regardless, so I can't wait to see what's going on with Shion, and what other stuff they're going to add with this. I'm really excited. Okay, spoiler stuff over. So here's the main thing where he kind of explains how this DLC thing is going to work right here. So the interviewer asks him, please tell us about your plans for post-release updates and DLC. Is there potential for something like a final mix? What is coming next in the Kingdom Hearts series? No more response. Up until now, we have created final mixes as separate packages. However, this time, I am hoping to release extra elements as DLC. We are planning to release free DLC as updates once each piece of content is finished. We are also planning to release several features together in one batch as paid DLC. This means that it will take a little more time to work on, but I want to finish it as early as possible this year and have the team start work on our next project. As for the future of the Kingdom Hearts series, there have been some talks, but the ifs and whats are truly a blank page right now. My schedule is completely full for the rest of the year. So the basic gist of what he said there is that their plan for DLC for this game is that they're going to be releasing several free updates over the coming months, you know, adding some extra features in there, stuff like that. So I'm guessing like just separate little packages of things, not too much, I guess, just, you know, small little updates here and there. Of course, they'll be free, like you mentioned in there. But they also plan on releasing a bunch of content in one batch as paid DLC. So essentially a final mix, but not really. And hey, I think that'd be really cool. You know, I've always thought they should do free DLC for this game, because, you know, that's just kind of always how I feel, you know. And they're going to be doing that for this. However they're going to do it and when it's going to be released and what's going to be in it remains to be seen. You know, maybe they're going to be doing like a big, I wouldn't say like big, let's kind of like a small, like content package 1, 2, 3, something like that, and let's release it as free stuff and just have like small little things in there, and release that as DLC. I think that'd be really cool. But he says in here that it's updates, so maybe it'll just be regular updates for the game, and like in the patch notes it says, hey, we're going to be adding this in the game, and this and that. So I think that may be what they're doing here, and I think that'd be really cool. Just add the small little things along the way, you know, just not too much all at once. But he does say that there's going to be one big paid DLC with a bunch of new stuff in it. So that's going to be really interesting to see what they're going to be doing with that. My guess is that they just put in like a bunch of new costumes, maybe some new keyblades, some new cutscenes, like he mentioned, new cutscenes. You know, they could be adding that through the updates or through this one big paid DLC. I think they should do that through the big paid DLC, because I think just dribbling that out would not be the best idea. And, you know, what would they call it? You know, maybe it would be like a Kingdom Hearts 3 expansion 1 or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to be doing with this. I don't know what else would be called beside a final mix. Because, like he mentioned in here, they're not going to be doing final mix with this thing. They're going to be just doing these small little updates. But I do think one day we're going to be getting a final mix version of Kingdom Hearts 3 in some way, shape, or form. What I think they're going to do is that after they release all of the updates and all of the, like that one big paid DLC, all the extra content they want to put in the game is in there, and they're pretty much done with Kingdom Hearts 3 forever. They could release a final mix version of Kingdom Hearts 3 into stores as like a physical copy, because, you know, that's what a lot of game companies nowadays, like with Game of the Year editions, that's what they call it around the game industry, like with Halo 4 and Dragon Age Inquisition. It's the base game, but with all the extra DLC added onto it, so you don't have to buy that stuff. It's the complete package, pretty much. So I think they're going to do that with Kingdom Hearts 3 and call it Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix, release it in the stores That's what I think they're going to do. But that remains to be seen. Again, Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. That's awesome to hear that it's actually going to be happening. You know, I wish they could have done just a final mix version of it, because that is, I just think just releasing it in one fell swoop would be better. But I'm really glad that they're going to be adding extra content in this game regardless. Again, some of it's going to be free, so that's going to be really good. And that won't be paid DLC. I'm sure they're going to add a lot of content in that, so don't worry about that. So that's all I want to talk about with you guys in this video. Tell me in the comments below what your opinion is on all this stuff. What do you think about TLC being in Kingdom Hearts 3? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you expect to be added in there, like story-wise and gameplay-wise? What do you think Critical Mode is going to be coming out? Tell me down in the comments below your opinion. Also, make sure to subscribe and like this video, because that would be really awesome if you did. This has been K Central, and I will see you guys later. Bye.